KCAL is on the air.
Good health to all from Rexall. Yes, it's Sunday. Time for the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, presented by the makers of Rexall Drug Products and 10,000 independent Rexall family druggists. Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist taking a little time from behind the prescription counter this Sunday evening to speak for all 10,000 of us, the 10,000 independent druggists who have added the word Rexall to our own store names. You can always tell us by the orange and blue Rexall sign on your windows. The sign means that we carry the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. They range all the way from aspirin to penicillin. And they're as fine and pure and dependable as science can make them. We independent druggists recommend them to our customers because we know you can depend on any drug product that bears the Rexall name. Good health to all from Rexall. And now, your Rexall family druggist brings you the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet, with Elliott Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Scarf, and his music, yours truly, Betty Forman, and starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Mr. Scott of the Rexall Company is having a lawn party at his home this afternoon. Many distinguished persons have been invited. And as we look in, we find Mr. and Mrs. Scott going over their guest list.
Now, Grace, let's check that guest list just one more time and make sure that all the important people have been invited.
Very well, dear. This is the list.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Phil Harris.
No.
Mr. Frank.
No,
Remley.
not the names I crossed out. No, just read the ones we invited.
Darling, I already invited the Harrises.
Oh.
I think she's a charming woman.
Well, so do I. It's that Tennessee boll weevil I object to. Must we have him?
Well, I think we should. After all, he's the star of your radio program. And you're the one who hired him.
Oh, I know.
Well, you signed him for 2 years, and he still has another year to go.
Stop pouring salt on the wounds. Ever since Harris has been on the air for Rexall, I've been a nervous wreck. I got pains all over. In fact, my right arm is muscle-bound.
Darling, I don't follow you. What's Phil Harris got to do with your arm being muscle?
Well, I'll explain. Because of me, Phil Harris is on the air every Sunday night.
So?
So every Monday morning, I have to write letters to 10,000 independent druggists apologizing. Now, Grace, please tell me you did not invite that Frank Remley character.
Well, I called him at his office, but I couldn't reach him.
His office?
Yes, dear. Mr. Harris gave me the number, but Mr. Remley was too busy to talk to me.
Remley was too busy to talk to you?
Yes, he was watching a television show, and the bartender wouldn't disturb him.
Well, thank goodness you couldn't reach him. Without Remley, maybe I can stand Harris for an hour or two.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to tolerate him for a little longer than that. Mrs. Harris is lending us some garden chairs, and he's bringing them over this morning. I told him he might as well stay for the party.
Oh, goody. A whole day with old Wavy Wig.
Would you please hurry up? We have got to get those chairs over to the Scotts this morning.
Oh, all right, honey. Wait till I finish my milk. I've only got about 3 fingers left to drink.
Phil, do you suppose the Scotts invited us over just because they needed chairs?
Oh, don't be silly. We're probably the first ones on their guest list.
Daddy, can we go to this party?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, honey, but this is just for grown-ups. You see, there are going to be a lot of important people there.
Daddy, are you important?
Am I? Alice, you got to have a talk with this child. She got to be straightened out on a few things. Tell her how important I am. Well, go on, tell her all the things that make me important.
No, you better tell her. You've got them all memorized already. Well, who else has been invited to this party, Phil?
Oh, I don't know, but you can bet only the best people in town are going to be there.
Oh, you weren't invited, eh, Philip?
Well, looky, here comes Snooky. Yeah, well, for your information, I was invited, Willie. I got a res VIP.
A res VIP?
Yes, a RSVP, a res VIP. Scotty insisted that Alice and I come to the party.
Oh, he insisted indeed. He wanted Alice, and he thought that he was forced to ask you. He's probably hoping that you won't even show up.
William, why are you always so terse with me? I have done nothing to warrant your caustic diatribes.
Phil, what was that?
Oh, that was just a little something that suave and debonair Ronald Coleman laid on me one time.
Oh, by the way, Phil, was Frankie invited?
No, he wasn't, honey. And I cannot understand why.
Well, Mr. Scott didn't invite Francis because he doesn't want him. And I hope he has enough sense to stay away.
Yeah, well, don't worry about Remley. He don't go to parties where he's not wanted. He's a very sensitive guy, and he would never... Oh, come in. Well, hello, Frankie.
Hiya, Curly. How do you like this new suit I bought for Scott's party?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hi, Alice.
Well, if it isn't little old sensitive Frankie.
Hey, Remley, I'm glad you're going. Scott sent you an invitation, huh?
No.
Huh?
But what time are we supposed to be at the party anyway?
Oh, Francis, surely you're not serious about going to the party.
And why not?
Mr. Scott didn't ask you because he doesn't like you.
Well, I don't like him either, but I'm not going to be petty about it.
Now, wait a minute, Frankie. You can't be going someplace where you're not wanted.
Now, look, why don't we just do this, Phil? Let Frankie come with us when we take the chairs down to Mr. Scott. And then when he sees Frankie, he'll probably invite him anyway, and everything will be just fine.
Ah.
Well, and if Mr. Scott doesn't want him, we can leave.
Sure. We won't miss old sourpuss anyway. Hey, we ought to have a great time at this party.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure we will. Hey, do you think they might ask me to sing?
Not if they're smart, they won't.
Now, just a minute, Mr. Remley. I'm tired of having you make fun of my voice. I can sing, and I'm going to prove it.
Phil, not now, please. We have to get the chairs.
Oh, they can wait. I'm going to prove once and for all that I have a great voice, and I'm going to prove it right now.
Well, you go right ahead. When you get through singing, you call me. I'll be inside listening to the frost warnings.
You just let me get into character right here. One night Farmer Brown was taking the air after locking up the barn with the greatest of care. When out in the hen house somebody stirred, and when he shouted, "Who's there? Who's there?" I'm telling the truth, this is what he heard. You can believe it or not. There ain't nobody here but us, chicken. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself. Stop that fuss there. There ain't nobody here but us. We chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in and hobble, 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 hobble with your chin. There ain't nobody here but us, chicken. There ain't nobody here but all. You stomping around, shaking the ground, you working up a pile of dust. We chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in, and yakety, 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 it's a sin tomorrow. It's a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay, worms to dig, grounds to scratch. It takes a lot of sitting, getting chicks to hatch. There ain't nobody here but us chicken. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself. Stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. And kindly point that gun the other way. Hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. There ain't nobody here but us, chicken. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself. Stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. We chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in. Gobble, 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 gobble with your chin. There ain't nobody here but us, chicken. There ain't nobody here at all. You stomping around, shaking the ground, you just working up a pile of dust. We chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in. And yakety, 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 it's us in tomorrow. Well, it's a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay. Worms to dig, grounds to scratch, and it takes a lot of sitting getting chicks to hatch. Ain't nobody here but us, chicken. Ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself. Stop all that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. And kindly point that gun the other way. Hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. Well, how do you like that, Frankie?
Yeah. Pretty cold in Pomona to me.
What do you know? How'd you like it, Alice?
Well, they're firing the smudge pots in the Redlands.
Yeah, well.
Oh, come on, Phil. You and Frankie put the chairs in the car and we'll get over to the Scots, huh? Mr. Scott's car's in the driveway, so you better park out front here, huh?
Oh, okay, I'll park right here. All right, come on, Frankie, give me a hand with these chairs.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Oh, hello, Mr. Scott.
It's so good to see you. I must say you look charming.
Thank you.
You know, you get younger and prettier every day. How do you do it?
Oh, well, I owe it all to clean living.
Yes.
You know, someday I might make my secret of eternal youth available to the public.
Oh, what a magnanimous gesture.
I thought so.
Mrs. Harris, I'm glad to see you and your man of tomorrow could come over early.
Well, as long as I'm here early, I think I'll go in and see if I can help Miss Scott, huh?
I thank you. Thank you very much. Harris, can I help you take those chairs out of the car?
Oh, no. I brought someone along to help me.
Yeah, I'm here, Scotty.
Oh. I guess we all have days when we should have stayed in bed.
I hear you're having a party today, Scotty. I said, I hear you're having a party today, Scotty.
Maybe if I don't answer, he'll go away.
Seems like I didn't get an invitation in the mail. Could it be because it was misaddressed? Or maybe you forgot to put a stamp on it or something like that. I mean, I can't imagine why I didn't get it.
Could it be because I didn't send you one?
Yeah, you and your wild guesses.
Yeah, Mr. Scott, I brought Frankie along because I knew you'd want him here. After all, what would a party be like without Francis?
I don't know, but we're going to find out.
Mr. Scott, let's not beat around the bush. If you don't want me here, just say so.
I don't want you.
Let's beat around that bush one more time. There's got to be a better solution than that.
There is. You can go home.
No, that don't appeal to me.
Remley, I'm warning you. If you insist on staying here, then I'm leaving.
Now that's the most sensible suggestion you've made yet.
Remley, if you don't get out of here, I'll call in
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute. Let's not fight. Now, we can settle this thing amicably, right? Mr. Scott, I think it would be nice if you, the boss, invited Frankie, the employee, to your social gathering. Well, it would prove something.
What?
Well, it would show the world that the labor and capital can travel hand in hand to an ultimate utopia.
Now, look, I don't want to get...
Just because our ideologies are different don't mean we can't live in the same world together.
Yeah, but
let's father brotherly love. The spirit of true Americanism is at stake here.
But I don't...
Yeah. Remember the Maine. Remember the Alamo.
Now you...
And let's not forget about what they fought for, the Pratt-O-Matics. And don't forget that this is the land of the free.
We're all men, are created equal.
From every mountainside, let freedom.
Will you two stop this?
Ring.
Oh, I can't stand any more of this. Harris, would you mind carrying the chairs down back of the house? We're holding the garden party down around the pool.
Don't worry, Chief. We'll take care of everything.
And Remley, as long as you insist on staying, you'll have to excuse me. I've got to go down the street and see somebody.
Who?
My lawyer. I want to see if I can get an injunction against you. Goodbye.
Oh,
Good old Scotty. I knew it. He would invite me eventually.
Yeah, well. Come on, Frankie. Let's carry these chairs down to the pool.
Right. Hey, Curly, the pool's at the bottom of that steep hill. With all these chairs, we're going to have to make a few trips. Why don't we just drive your car down?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can just... Yeah, but wait a minute. We'd have to move Scott's car out of the driveway. I tell you what. Look, Remley, you drive his car down to the garage, and I'll go get mine.
Right. Hey, Curly, I can't drive Scott's car down because there's no key in it.
Remley, you don't need a key. It's on a hill. You can just coast it down. Just release the handbrake.
Yep, here we go. Oh, okay, doing it now. Got it. Woo, there she goes. Now what do I do?
Oh, no, Remley. You were supposed to get in the car.
You told me to release the handbrake. You didn't tell me to get in.
Well, look at it rolling down. Remley, do something. Stop it.
Stop it, he says. Hey, car, come back here.
Remley, how come we gotta try and catch it? Come on.
Hey, look, it's heading for the fence. That should stop it. Oh, it didn't. Cheap lumber, I guess.
Remley, it's headed for the pool.
Well, the pool should stop it. It can't possibly go any farther. I told you that would stop it.
Right into the water.
Don't worry, it's a new Cadillac. With those fishtails, it should be able to swim.
Remley, it ain't swimming. It's sitting on the bottom. I ought to take you and really...
Oh, temper. Let's not get excited. We got a simple problem here. All we got to do is figure how to get a Cadillac out of the swimming pool.
Yeah, that's all we got to figure.
That's all.
All we got to do is write General Motors and ask them how to salvage one of their convertible submarines. Frankie, we got to get it out of there before somebody discovers it. If we ever get caught with that thing...
Oh, Phil.
Uh-oh. Here comes Hank, the night watchman.
Phil, what was that crash I heard out here? It sounded like... Oh, my gosh, there's a car in the pool!
A carpool? Don't be silly, honey. They haven't had carpools since the war ended.
It's Mr. Scott's Cadillac. How did it get in there?
Seems to me like he's a pretty sloppy parker.
Yeah, you see, he parks his car in the pool every night. And that way, when he leaves in the morning, it's already washed.
Cut it out now. How did you guys do this?
Well, we might as well tell the truth, Remley.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to.
All right. How did you do this?
Well, Mr. Scott left his car standing out in the hot sun.
Oh, I see. And it got overheated and went in for a dip.
Oh, Alice, do you really expect us to believe that?
Yeah, honey, look, you're going to have to come up with a better excuse than that. Now, just how did you get that car at the bottom of that pool?
Well, I was talking to Mr. Scott and... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do anything. Oh, fellas, I don't know how you got it in there, but you have got to get it out before Mr. Scott sees it.
How?
Use our car to tow it out.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Now, look, honey, you go in and keep Mrs. Scott occupied so she doesn't see what we're doing, huh?
All right, but you make sure you get that car out. My mother wanted me to marry a lawyer. Yeah, father wanted me to marry a doctor. But did I listen? No. Wound up with a curly-headed trap drummer.
Well, I'll have my own ratchet.
Come on, Ratch. Let's get your car.
Remley, look, I've been thinking about something.
What's that?
Well, my car's too light to pull that heavy car out of that pool.
Yeah, you might, Wait a minute. Look! Scott's got another car in the garage, a big Lincoln.
A Lincoln? A Lincoln?
Yeah! That ought to be big enough to pull it out.
Yeah. Now, look, I'll get a heavy chain out of my trunk, and you back that Lincoln up in the pool, huh, Remley?
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Back it, I said, up to it, not in it.
Yeah.
All right. Chain down. Almost got it. Almost got it. Man, that's a long chain.
Well, it wasn't that long when I took it out of the trunk.
Well, it seems to be now.
You got
Okay,
it?
there we go.
Whew. Well, we got the chain around the rear axle of the Lincoln. Now, all we got to do now is put the other end of the chain around the bumper of the Cadillac.
That's all. But now, okay, which one of us is going to dive down and attach
Oh,
it?
well, that's simple. You.
Well, it ain't that simple. I ain't going. Why don't you go do it?
Well, I can't swim.
Then you're the guy to do it. You'll go down to the bottom faster.
And now, look, Remley, somebody's got to go down there. In fact...
Now, go get somebody else. I ain't no fish.
Mr. Scott, I brung the, Hey, what are you two fellas doing here?
Well, if it ain't Julius the Barracuda.
Little old carp face himself.
Yeah.
What are you two guys up to? Why do you got that Lincoln on the lawn?
Well, because we got a Cadillac in the pool.
That's
Oh,
right.
well,
That's right.
different. What? You got a what in the where?
We got a Cadillac in the pool.
I gotta report these guys to the juvenile authorities. They just do these things to derange my immature brain.
Well, I keep telling you that we got a car in the pool right now. If you don't believe it, look for yourself.
Yeah, bend over to the pool and look straight down.
Oh, hey, you guys ain't kidding.
Hey, Curly, he's bending over.
So he is. Shall we conga?
Let's.
Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, kick!
Look at that. He went straight down.
Look at him down there. Hey, Remley.
Hey.
Quick, while he's still on the bottom, throw him a chain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. He's coming to the surface.
Man the harpoon!
Right.
Oh, what are you, a couple of wise guys or something?
Julius, as long as you're swimming, do us a favor. Dive down the bottom and attach the chain to that bumper.
Yeah, go bang your heads together. I'm getting out of this pool.
No, not until you attach the chain.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm climbing out of here. Quit stomping on my little fingers.
Will you put the chain on, please?
All right, you monsters. It's probably safer down there anyway. Here I go.
Oh, hey, Remley.
Hey,
How long do you think it'll take him?
probably take him around 10 minutes.
Can a person stay underwater that long?
Sure.
And stay alive?
I don't know about that.
Hey, look, he's coming up already.
Oh, there is.
Well, I got it attached.
Oh, thanks, kid. You can come on out now.
I'll get even with you one of these days. If I stay away from you guys, I'm gonna grow up. And when I do,
Stop beefing, will ya? And shake the water out of your head. Look, Julius, Frankie and me are going to get the Lincoln and start pulling that Cadillac up. Now, you stay here and let us know how it's coming out, huh?
Okay. Now, fellas, the best way to do this is to leave a little slack in the chain. And then you start with a sudden jerk.
Wait a minute, kid. Listen, kid. Don't tell me how to do this. I'm a grown man, and I know more about it than you do. Now, come on, Frankie, get in.
Let's go. So how are you going to do this, Curly?
Oh, I got it all figured out. Best thing to do is leave a little slack in the chain, and then start with a sudden jerk. Now, let's go.
There we go. Not very smooth.
Oh, hey, Remley, we must be getting it out. We're moving.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, she's awful heavy, low. It's dragging.
Sure is. Hey, Curly, isn't the lawn level here?
Oh, yeah.
Then why's the car pointing uphill?
Hey, fellas,
What?
you better come back here and get your rear wheels.
Oh, no.
Rear wheel? Oh, Frankie, what did you do? Let's get out and look. Oh, Remley, look. We ripped out the whole rear end out of that car.
You did it again, didn't you?
Let's keep it plural now. We did it. Now, what are we going to tell Mr. Scott?
Don't tell him anything. Maybe he won't notice.
Won't notice it? How can he help? Look at the way it's squatting. Well, what are you laughing at?
Look, Mr. Scott's got the only Lincoln that starts from a crouching position.
Now beat it, will you, kid? Go on, get going. We in enough trouble as it is. Uh-oh. Here comes Scotty. He's gonna murder us if he sees it.
Remley! I just saw my lawyer and he said I can't do a thing, so I fired him. But I've got half a mind.
You got half a Lincoln, too?
What are you talking? Oh no, what happened to my car?
There's something wrong with it?
Something wrong? Half of it's here and half of it's down there. Look at it.
Yeah, looks a little bit like a dachshund, doesn't it?
Oh, my beautiful 6,000 special Lincoln. Cut in half. What am I going to do with it?
Do what the Santa Fe does with the chief. Run it in 2 sections.
Oh, you two. I'll take care of you later. Right now, I better tow this out of the driveway before my guests come. I'll go get my Cadillac. My Cadillac. It was in the garage. Where's my Cadillac?
Oh, that's in the pool.
Oh, in the pool. Mm-hmm. In the pool! Oh, no, my Cadillac in the pool. My Lincoln torn in half. Both my cars ruined. What am I going to do?
Sell your house and move close to a bus stop.
Oh, you're responsible for this. I'm in no condition to have a party, but at least I'll have the pleasure of taking care of you two. Come here.
Well, hey, if he's not having a party, we might as well go, Curly.
Yeah, ain't no sense in hanging around. So long, Scotty.
Oh, come back here. Come back here.
Oh, you didn't want me before, so I'm not staying now.
And if Frankie can't stay, I ain't staying either.
All I want to do is get my hands on you.
No. Curly, he's gaining on us.
If I catch you, I'll tear you limb from limb. I'll rip you apart. I'll throttle you with my bare hands.
Full speed ahead, Remley.
No! Come back here, you cowards!
Alice and Phil will be back in just a moment. But first, here's your Rexall family druggist. Everyone knows that vitamins are necessary to life, but a lot of people don't know how scientists measure these mysterious substances to be sure they are present in vitamin products in the proper quantity. The other day, I told a customer that in Rexall's laboratory, certain vitamins are measured by seeing how brightly they glow.
Glow? Well, what on earth do you mean?
Oh, just what I said, ma'am. Rexall's men and women of science can check small amounts of certain vitamins in a product by determining how much light they give off.
Look, I know Rexall scientists are good, but this you've got to explain.
Well, here's how it's done. First, the vitamin is treated with a chemical that makes it fluorescent under ultraviolet light. In other words, it glows.
I'm with you so far.
Then it's placed in a machine where a photoelectric cell, you might call it an electric eye, receives this glow and transmits it in terms of electricity to a special kind of meter. The amount of electricity registered on this meter is the exact measurement or weight of the vitamin, believe it or not. This method can measure vitamin substances down to 1 gamma, and that, ma'am, is 1/28 millionth of an ounce.
Wow, no wonder you never hesitate to recommend Rexall drug products.
Me and 10,000 other independent Rexall druggists, ma'am, and it's only natural. You see, we know that all of the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company get the same kind of up-to-the-minute testing, the same patient, painstaking care. That's why in every store with the orange and blue Rexall sign on the windows, there's a family druggist who will tell you you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall. Good health to all from Rexall.
Well, Phil, you and Frankie really messed up Mr. Scott's party yesterday. Wonder what he's going to do with his 2 cars.
Well, he's trying to sell them. Look here, he's got an ad in the paper. It says, "For sale, cheap, a disjointed Lincoln and a waterlogged Cadillac." Hey, do you think he's mad at me and Remley?
Oh, I think so, dear. Look what it says underneath. For sale, even cheaper, one left-handed guitar player and a curly-headed band leader.
Well, he can't sell Remley. He belongs to me. Let's go, Alice.
Included in today's cast were Lois Corbett and Gail Gordon. The part of Frankie Remley was played by Elliot Lewis, and Julius was played by Walter Tetley. Alice Faye appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox. This is Betty Forman wishing good health to all from Rexall. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.